Hi and welcome to Pilates on the water, and in this week's video we're going to cover some strong ab work. So if you're looking to tone up your tummy area or your waistline, today's video is going to be for you. Just a little word of caution though, if you have a hernia or if your pelvic floor is compromised, or perhaps you have diastasis recti or separation of your tummy muscles, then you must be careful and check with your doctor before doing any of these exercises. So without further ado, let's get ready to work out. So to begin with, we're going to find a comfortable seated position on the mat with those knees softly or loosely bent, sitting on the top of those sit bones, drawing up through the spine, lengthening the neck and reaching into the crown of your head. Just lift that chest a little bit and send those shoulders back and down, so we're in the seated tall position with the feet and knees hip width apart. Take a nice long breath in through the nose and lengthen. As you exhale, we're using those tummy muscles now, drawing the belly button towards the small of your back and scooping in gently with the lower part of the rib cage, keeping those shoulders back and just tilting onto the back part of the pelvis for a moment. Inhale and restack the spine from the lower spine, middle spine to the upper part of your spine. And again, exhale into your half roll back position and really focus at drawing that belly button towards the spine. Inhale to restack. As we do these little half roll backs, be careful to keep the shoulders back. We don't want the chest to sink inwards and the shoulders to roll forwards, keeping them back and engaging the core muscles instead. Inhale to restack. Just one more of those. Feeling that in your hip flexors as well. And inhale, restack. And we're just warming up those abs at the moment. Now we're going to come back into your half roll back position again. And this time, hold it there. So breathing freely. We'll inhale to reach up with one arm, lengthening those fingers. Exhale and bring that arm back. Inhale, other side. And again, inhale, reach and lengthen. And exhale, and one more. And exhale. This time out to the side, and we're offering that arm towards the back with the palm uppermost. And back to center. Other side. Reaching out and lengthening, look down your arm to the ends of your fingers and return. One more each side. And center and open, a little twist and center, ready to restack, rolling up all the way to the top and grow tall. Let's just take a little rest, so relaxing over those knees. A nice deep breath into the back of the rib cage. Just a few deep relaxation breaths. And then restack to come up. Well done. Now the same position, we're going to roll back into the half roll back, really engaging those abs, and just hold it there. Floating on the exhalation, one leg up into your tabletop position. And then lower down, other side, and we're keeping those abs engaged and float, tabletop. And lower. And we can feel those leg muscles working here, and we're just aiming to get that lower leg level with the floor, lengthening all the way down the foot to the ends of your big toe. And lower. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Now on this last set, we're going to hold that tabletop and see if you can extend that leg all the way up, all the way down, fully straightening that leg for a moment. Back to your tabletop and lower. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can just place those hands down onto the mat. Exhale, stretch and hold for a second or so. Back to your tabletop and lower. Are you ready to restack? I know I am. All the way up to the top. And exhale. And we'll just relax over the legs and just take those relaxation breaths. Well done. Now we're just going to take those feet away a little bit. Excuse me, lamb. Just out a little bit along the mat so that they're just bent. They're not quite straight and they're not completely bent. And just find your half roll back position again, exhaling back. Hold it there, really engage those core muscles. Bringing the fingertips together, and we're going to draw the arms overhead and slice them down to one side to touch the floor. A frame you're making with those arms, and slice to the opposite side. A little twist through those obliques, and again slice down. A frame goes up all the way above the head and slice to the opposite side. One more each way. Inhale, exhale, slice it down to the side, all the way to the floor, and exhale. Let's come up to center and see if we can restack, reaching up as we go. Lengthen that spine. Well done, and release. Now we are going to take the feet out and straighten out those legs. Now let's lengthen those legs then and bring the heels together. We've got a little bit of a turnout, so the knees are just pointing out to the side. We're really working hard into those quads, and draw yourself up nice and tall and straight. Inhale to lengthen up to the ends of those fingers. Exhale, scoop the belly right in, drawing that belly button towards the small of your back. And we're rounding over those legs towards the feet. As you inhale, restack lower, middle, upper spine for your spine stretch. And again, exhale, scoop and reach. Inhale and restack the spine, one vertebra at a time. Well done. Now bring those arms down, and we're going to find our half roll back, this time with those straight legs. Exhaling back, tighten those tummy muscles, shoulders are staying back, a gentle C-shaped curve through the spine, and fold the arms on top. And we'll take a little twist across to one side, keeping the forearms level with the floor. Inhale, center, and a twist, just maintaining that half roll back as you go. And exhale across. Inhale, center. Exhale across. One more set. Exhale, twist. Bring it round. Inhale, center. Exhale across. Inhale, center. Well done. Now reach those arms overhead as you pull yourself up, and then lengthen the arms for your spine stretch. Exhaling over, and inhale to restack. Well done. Reach all the way up, arms out to the side. Now press those shoulders down, palms are facing the front. We've got two little puffs out for the spine twist. And inhale, center. Inhale. Inhale. Last time. Very well done. And then releasing that down. We're ready now to do a roll down onto the mat. So make sure you've got plenty of room behind. I'm quite tall, so I'm just going to shuffle forward a little bit. Starting on the top of the sit bones, inhale, ready for your spine stretch. Exhale over. Now just pause here, take an inward breath into the back of the rib cage. Really lengthen that neck into the crown of the head. Exhale, we've got to keep those tummy muscles engaged as we round down through the spine, placing one vertebra down at a time. Lower spine, middle spine, shoulders, head nod, and unpeeling the back of the neck and the head down onto your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out and around. Well done. So now we're going to bend the knees in, finding our neutral spine position. Place your heels in line with your sit bones, 3 fingers or so between the knees and the feet, not too wide. There might be a natural curve, so there might be a little space under the middle of your spine. But we want to stay as long as possible, reaching into the tailbone in one direction and into the crown of the head in the other. So just keeping that chin softly down to keep the back of the neck nicely stretched. Opening the shoulders, finding the mat underneath the back of those shoulder blades, and then bringing your arms down by your sides. Don't forget to stretch your fingers, finding the mat under the whole of your arm and your fingertips. Now we've got a couple of little imprints. We're going to push the spine down into the mat, and at the same time we need an abdominal contraction. The muscles either side of your abs, we're going to draw them together down towards the center and just get that gap to close in towards the center with the outward breath. Inhale to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, we're squeezing down with the ribs, drawing those muscles in towards the center and pushing your spine down into the mat, flattening that torso and feeling those muscles contract. Inhale to release your spine back to its natural curve. Let's do that again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze down towards the center into your mat. And we're really tightening those tummy muscles inwards and downwards. Inhale and release. Exhale and squeeze, pushing the spine into the mat. We're finding the mat underneath the length of the back. Inhale, release. And one more. Imprint and contract. Inhale and release. Well done. Now we're going to work the upper abs a little bit more, and we need to find that same movement through the abdominals, the muscles, drawing towards the center and down into the mat. Just bring your fingertips now behind your head and open those elbows a little bit wider to the side. We're keeping the neck in the neutral position, so you're not rounding or bringing the chin towards the chest. We're not changing the angle of the neck. Rest your head on your fingertips, keeping those elbows wide. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeezing the belly to imprint the spine, and then just allowing that head to drift up slightly, floating a little way from the mat into a hover position. We can breathe freely, maintaining the contracted abdominals. The head weight is resting on the fingertips. Inhale to replace. We're going to call this level 1 ab curl. Exhale, pressing down with the ribs, down with the belly, contracting the abs, a nice relaxed neck and head, elbows staying wide, and it should feel that your head is resting on a comfy pillow. Inhale to release. Now, if you don't have osteoporosis or any injury to your neck and spine, we can now go on to level 2. But if you do, just stick with that level 1 hover. On your next exhalation then, for level 2, exhale, and this time we're going through the imprint, contraction, the hover, and then creating a gentle curve, slightly drawing that chin now towards your center, lengthening the back of the neck. And I'm looking between the thighs now. And then inhale to re-peel. Let's do 2 more. We've still got that deep contraction. You can check it out from this angle. Inhale to re-peel. And 1 more. And re-peel. Well done. Now for the 3rd level. And again, if you're injured, stick to level 1 or 2 if you prefer. For level 3, we're not holding the head. We're not giving that head or neck any support with the arms this time. This time, as you inhale, keeping the shoulders retracted and the ribs engaged, we'll reach slightly overhead. As you exhale, we're creating that same curl, chin towards the chest, and unpeeling the head and the shoulders and just coming a little higher away from the mat. Inhale to re-peel the upper back and shoulders and head all the way back down to your mat for Pilates curl. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, keep those shoulders retracted until you're ready to unpeel the upper spine. We're creating that deep contraction through the tummy muscles, curling all the way. And 2 more. A half sit up or half roll up. And 1 more. Well done. Now we're ready to roll all the way up. Extend your legs, extend your arms, but be careful not to lose the ribs or arch your back. Remember, this move begins the same as the others you've just done by imprinting, drawing the ribs down and contracting the belly in towards the center and down towards your mat. Inhale, exhale, lengthening into the crown of your head. We're unpeeling 1 vertebra at a time towards your feet, scooping the belly button towards your spine. Spine stretch, and then restack all the way up. Inhale, exhale over, all the way to the feet, spine stretch. Inhale to the back of the rib cage, exhale to re-peel. All the way down the full length of your mat. We'll take an inward breath. Exhale, arms out and around, and just place those arms down beside you, ready for your next move. We're going to bring the feet in again and just place them at a 90-degree angle behind the knee and 3 fingers or so between the knees and the feet. Starting with our neutral spine position, and then we're going to work those abs a little deeper. Now we're just going to work those obliques a little bit more. Bring your fingertips, place them behind your head again, opening the elbows out to the side for a little half oblique twist. Exhale, keeping 1 elbow down. We're just lifting 1 shoulder towards the center of the body, and inhale to come back to center. Exhale, opposite side, the shoulder moves away towards the center. Opposite elbow stays down on the floor and return down. Now be careful as you do these little twists across the abs that you don't draw your elbow across the body like this. There's no need to do that. We're just working the opposite oblique and just lifting that shoulder a small way from the floor. Keep the knees and feet nice and still so they're not swinging from side to side as we do those little oblique twists. We need that same feeling through the abdominals, drawing towards each other, together, to the center, and down towards the floor as you take that outward breath. And 1 more. Inhale, center. Well done. Bring those arms back down beside you and find the mat, opening the shoulders. Now if you're level 1, we need to find imprinted spine again. So those tummy muscles are coming down to the center. The back is pushing down into the mat. If you're level 2 or above and your abs are really strong and you can hold your neutral spine position, then you can go ahead and do so. Be careful not to bear down on your pelvic floor now. We need an outward breath, and then we're going to float one leg into our tabletop position. Finding that 90-degree angle behind the knee directly above the hip, and lower leg level with the floor, and then inhale to return. And we'll just do a couple of those to warm up those lower abdominals now. Using the exhalation to lift your leg, we're lifting the pelvic floor at the same time. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor to the center. We're squeezing those muscles in towards each other, down towards the mat. And one more. On your next exhalation, you can either lift one leg, hold it there, or float 2 into your tabletop position now. Bring your fingertips either side of the knee, soft elbows. The shoulders are staying down. Inhale, just float the knees slightly towards you, bending your elbows. Exhale, push them back away to a straight arm's length, your tabletop position. Inhale, a slight bend of the elbows, and the knees are moving slightly in towards the chest. Keep that belly down. Exhale and float them away. Inhale in, exhale out. Just one more. Inhale, bend the elbow. Exhale and straighten the arm. Let's send those arms firmly down into the mat for tabletop taps. Now we mustn't drop the foot like this or bend the knee. We're not going to change this knee angle. Exhale, float the thigh away to tap. The toes should touch. Inhale to return. Exhale to float away. Keep lifting that pelvic floor. Inhale, center. Belly buttons working down towards the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale away. Inhale and center. One more each side. Last time. Well done. Now to take a little rest, draw the knees in toward your chest. You can hug those knees, draw them in and out a few times, or circle them round in a little circle, massaging your back into the mat. Now we're going to change positions, so coming up carefully, and we can still work those abs but from a slightly different angle. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees now on all fours. And just place those wrists directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips, and lengthening up into the back of the head and neck, so we're not allowing that head to droop or hang down here. We need to tighten the tummy muscles to find that all square position, like 4 legs of a table. On your exhalation now, we're going to create a deep abdominal contraction, drawing the belly button upwards towards the ceiling, and really give it a squeeze, drawing those ribs in as well. And inhale, returning to your neutral position. Exhale and squeeze, rounding the tummy and the back. And inhale. Now keep drawing up with your pelvic floor, as this is a very good position to work the pelvic floor at the same time. And then just one more little cat contraction. Well done. Now holding your all square position, we don't want to alter the shoulders or the hips by twisting or tilting to one side. See if you can slightly lift one hand away from the mat and find it in your tummy muscle. So you can feel that working in the tummy muscles. If the tummy muscles are not working, it's likely you will have shifted your weight across to one side instead. So try and use the core muscles to hold that little hand hover, and then we'll do the same on the other side as well. Just holding that hover, staying forward so the arm remains in the vertical position. And again, one each side, all square without shifting or altering the angle of the shoulders or hips. And again, well done. So we're really working the core to hold the body still in that square position. Now I'm just going to come forward a little bit on the mat there. Next move we're going to do is to hold the all square position, but just lengthen and step out with one leg. So as you slide that leg away, don't let your hips tip over and twist off to the side, and you can just hold everything square. Other side. Keep it still, that body, as you straighten one leg, bring it straight back under, and then the other side. And we want to try and avoid any movement through the body as we straighten one leg and then the other. Now I can carry on with those if you want to, but if you want a bit more of a challenge, have a go at straightening one leg, then the second leg. No movement through the body, bring the first leg down and then the second leg down. So we're going up, up, down, down, and again up, up into your plank, down, down. Let's see if we can reverse leads. So other side first this time, up, up, down, down. You can feel those tummies working. Up, up, down, down. One more. Up, up, and down, down. A real good core stability exercise. Well done. Let's just sit back for a moment and shake out those hands. Now we're really getting down to the nitty gritty. So next we have our Pilates ab series for you. We're coming back onto our backs, and we will start in neutral spine. And if you want to, you can keep your head down on the mat for the whole thing, or pop your head on your head block or towel. But if you haven't got any injuries and you want to come with me, then we will be doing a lot of these in our little ab curl position. So the first exercise of our ab series is our single leg stretch. Now we're going to bring one knee in towards us slightly, and we're just using the fingertips to guide the angle of the knee and the foot. The knee should be above the hip, not swinging out or in, and those fingers are just there to guide that little angle. Elbows are soft, shoulders are back, and we're exhaling up into that little chest lift or ab curl position. But if you want to, you can keep your head down. And exhale, lengthen and switch to the opposite leg. So we've just switched sides. We're alternating one leg with the other. Now it is our abdominals that are holding us in this position. So you shouldn't be pulling heavily on your leg. And if you feel your neck begin to take over, you can either bring your head back down to the mat or try supporting it with your hands for a few outward breaths. You'll feel your tummy muscles coming back into action and then continuing on. Well done. We'll just do one more there and then take a moment to relax. So just come down, a nice deep breath in. Now the next one of our ab series is our double leg stretch. And again, if you want to, you can keep your head down on the mat. If you're keeping your head down on the mat, you might want to make sure your legs are stretching quite high and not too far out from the body. So this is the angle you will come to. We don't want to have the head down on the mat and have those arms and legs fully stretched like this. You can see the back is arching away from the mat. So if you've decided to keep your head down, just keep those arms and legs a little bit higher. Otherwise, we're going to start off pushing those knees out into a narrow tabletop. We're drawing the ribs and the belly down for the imprint, the crunch, the ab curl, the chest lift, and here we go. Exhale to reach up, inhale to circle back round. Exhale, reach it away. Inhale, circle it wide. Inhale. We need 2 more. Inhale. Really give those legs a stretch. Inhale. Well done. And again, just hug it in. Take a moment to take a relaxation breath. And now we're ready for our straight leg stretch. One leg is down the mat. We're lengthening the other leg into our hamstring stretch. Exhale, chin to chest, sliding the hands towards your calf. Keep the shoulders back. Keep that chest up, lengthening into the crown of the head. The bottom leg is just floating, just above the mat, and it should feel that you could rock and roll a little bit. 2 breaths out as you extend those hamstrings towards you. Inhale, switch. Lengthen into the crown of the head. Now we don't want too much swinging or swaying through the upper part of the body. So try not to rock up and down or from side to side. We're using those lovely strong abs to hold you in that position. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more. And we'll hug it in. If you find you've got a little bit of tension just in the neck there, press the shoulders back into the mat and roll your head all the way across to one side. Just give that neck a nice long stretch and then all the way across to the opposite side. Coming back to center for our double legs. And again, for your double leg stretch, if your head is staying down on the mat, we're going to keep those legs a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Otherwise, we'll bring those fingers behind the head, open the elbows wide, extending the legs, heels together, exhaling into our start position. I'm just going to hold that ab crunch position and bring those feet slightly further out. Inhale. Well done. And again. Now, if you've decided to keep your head down on the mat, bring your hands and place them underneath your glutes. And that just gives you a little bit of assistance there. We're only moving those legs a small distance. If you're up in your chest lift position, we can just start to bring those legs slightly lower now as we extend them out. We'll just do 2 more. And 1 more. Well done. And hug it in. Now, importantly, we mustn't forget our oblique muscles, those little side waist muscles. So the last one of our series today is the crisscross. Bring the feet down and we'll start off finding our neutral spine position. Fingers behind the head, elbows are wide. We'll imprint, drawing the ribs down, contracting the belly, exhaling one leg and then the second leg into your tabletop position. Take a breath, exhale and bring the head into your ab crunch position. Now we've got a little twist of the upper body across towards one side. The same side leg extending away. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Now when you extend your leg, it's moving straight down the mat and up to 45 degrees. The only twisting from side to side is the upper body. And again, exhale across. Inhale, center. Keep drawing up with that pelvic floor. Inhale. Inhale, keep those elbows back. One more each way. Last time. Very nice, well done. And hug it in. A nice deep relaxation breath there. So rolled over onto my tummy now, and we're going to just find a position ready for some swan dive prep. Bring your arms so they are wider than your mat. And we want those elbows down as well as the forearms, so you're lengthening away from the shoulder. Rotate the head so the forehead is pointing directly down at the mat. So your chin is in and we're lengthening the back of the neck. Now in this position already, you should be able to feel your back muscles switching on and your glutes. So really stretch those legs, keep the glutes engaged and also your tummy muscles. Now we're going to lengthen as we breathe in, into the back of the head, into the crown of the head, shoulders stay down, elbows stay down, and we're just pulling a little bit away from the floor. And then if you want to, continuing up, allowing those elbows to follow that movement. Make sure though that the shoulders and the elbows are following the movement, not leading that movement. On the way down though, those elbows go down first, and then we're repealing on the exhalation all the way back down to your start position. And we'll go again. So nice deep breath in, lengthen and unpeel, elbows stay down, shoulders stay down, and we're giving that back a lovely stretch. And then exhale, elbows lead down first, and repealing. We'll do 2 more nice long stretches. Inhale, pushing up, reaching into the back of the head and into the crown of the head. Exhale down. And 1 more. Now elbows don't lift until the back is already halfway up. And then all the way back down. Well done. Now working the front of the body again. We'll bring those arms underneath, elbows go under the shoulders, ready for your elbow plank, lengthening out. Now for your elbow plank, again just be careful the elbows haven't come out to the side at this angle. Bring them in so the forearm is level or parallel with the edge of your mat, pushing down and forward into those elbows, and still lengthening into the back of your neck, into the crown of the head. Exhale to scoop the belly in and pushing down and forward into those elbows to find your little elbow plank. Now you can keep those knees down if you want to, or tuck the toes under without moving the hips. Straighten and lift one knee and then the other. We've got 4 little crunches, so we're scooping a little bit more and then releasing. A tiny little crunch in, inhale, release. 2 more. Exhale, scoop, inhale, release. 1 more. Exhale, scoop, inhale and release. Now I'm going to turn my plank, come on to your side, little side plank position. If you've got your knees down, it's exactly the same. So if you started here, you turn the plank, turn your knees and flip them over to the side. bring the hand and just place it onto the side of the head or onto your hip. 4 little hip hitches. Lower, exhale, lift. And again, exhale. 2 more. Push it up. Working the side of the body. Exhale. Well done. Now I'm going to come down onto my side. Stretch out those legs and the arm. And just place the head onto your bicep. Keeping the hips level, we'll squeeze the heels together and lift those legs up. Inhale to lower. Double leg lift. Exhale, squeeze. You can feel those side waist muscles working. And again, exhale, lift. Inhale, release. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Hold it there. A little scissor of the legs, forwards and backs, a little flutter. Little flutter, forward and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and down, in front, behind, in front, behind. 2 more. Behind. 1 more. Behind. Well done. And lower it down. Now I'm going to come back, and you can either roll over onto the other side or switch ends. Finding your side plank position, either with the bent knees or with those legs straight. The hand can be behind the head or just placed onto the hip for those 4 little hip hitches. And slightly lower, exhale, push. Slightly lower, exhale. Slightly lower, exhale. 1 more. And exhale out. Well done. Bring it down. Extend the arm out. You've got the legs nice and long, resting your ear onto your bicep. 1 hand in front. Heels together. 4 double leg lifts. Exhale. Lift those legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. And hold it there. Little flutter. To and fro. Forwards and back. Backwards and forwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In front and behind. Crisscross. In front and behind. 2 more. And 1 more. And hopefully you can really feel that in those waist muscles. Lower it down. Fantastic. Now we're going to bring the bottom knee in front, 90 degrees at the knee and at the hip. Bend that top leg and come into your side sit or your Z sit position, coming as tall as you can, ready for mermaid. Now just bring yourself as upright as you can. We're sending both those sit bones as close to the mat as you can and getting the shoulders to stay nice and level as well. Begin by just reaching up with the inhalation and lengthening those fingertips. As you exhale, taking that directly to the side. It might only be a small way across to the side. And then we'll go to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen up first, and then take that across to the side. Keeping your bicep close to your ear and reaching directly sidewards. Inhale and exhale. And working those sideways muscles again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. 1 more set on this side. Last time. Well done. Now I'm just going to switch my feet across to the opposite side. growing as tall as possible. And you might notice one side feels a little easier than the other, and that's fine. We'll inhale, take that over, and exhale, inhale, and lengthen. And try and keep your knee down. We're lengthening all the way to the ends of the fingertips, either side. Really lengthening out those waist muscles, back muscles, tummy muscles, and one more each way. Inhale, exhale. Very nice, well done. Now just to finish, we're going to allow the body to relax a little bit. Knees and feet together, and roll down onto your mat. Just placing the feet into that neutral spine position. I'm going to open the arms, palms uppermost, fingers out, and send those shoulders back down into the mat. Gently allow the knees to drop across to one side. Keep the shoulders flat, pressed down into the mat, but let the legs and the knees completely relax. They can come apart for this exercise, and they aren't glued together. And slowly across to the opposite side. And we'll just do that one more time. And last time. Well done. Finding your way carefully back to a seated position. And I hope you enjoyed our strong workout for our abs today. And if you enjoyed our session, don't forget to like and subscribe, as that really is a free way of helping our channel. I look forward to seeing you again next time in Pilates on the Water.